Hello friends, let's start our today's class. I am very glad to start that class because it is going to give a key to start a conversation, to give a push that conversation, and how can we be a good friend of that person with whom we are talking. Yeah, so let's start today's topic, that is points need to focus during the conversation. Okay, in this in this video today, it is the day 5, and today we will learn, as you know, in the previous video we have learned how to introduce ourselves to someone to whom we know or to whom we don't know also. Yes, and then how to move forward our conversation while talking. We also learned these things. Yeah, now we will, today in today's video we will learn that what are the points which we don't have to touch while talking with someone. Why? Because there are some those points, there are some things which we need to avoid and which we need to follow, so that we can give a good impression and we can make a better communication between each other. Okay, so let's see here. As we know, introduction and conversation we have covered in our previous video, that how do we have to do this one and how do we have to do this one. Yeah, how do we have to start our conversation. Yeah, these things, these both we have completed in our previous video. Now the other thing, now we have introduces ourselves. Now we have introduced ourselves. Now we have also started our conversation with so and so person. Now how can we make that communication a very good communication? How can we do this? So for this we need to remember some points where we need to work. Okay, so see, as I have written here, that we need to avoid some points. We need to what? We need to avoid some points. Those are sensitives. Those are sensitive. What are sensitive points? Like religion, like politics, like strong belief. These are the sensitive points. Now what is sensitive point? Sensitive points are those points which can be very different for me and for other person opinion of that. Let's suppose, as I have written, first one is religion. My friend is there, he belongs from other religion and I belong from other religion. So what can happen if I talk about religion? So his belief will be very different for religion, and my belief, my perspective, my opinion will be very different. So there our opinion is going to be very different, so a conflict can be created. The chances of creation of conflict goes increase. Okay, so we have to avoid these things, these topics in our communication. Second one is politics. Again, it is like same. We both have, if we both support different parties, then definitely there can be a very strong perspectives. Yeah, so strong and different perspectives. So what do we have to do? We need to avoid this point also. Another can be strong belief. Let's suppose I have any belief which is very strong for me, means which I follow and which I believe that it happens, but someone doesn't believe like this. So definitely conflict is going to create there. So what do we have to do to make our conversation a very good conversation? We need to avoid these sensitive points, so that conflict doesn't create, and whatever we are communicating, we can communicate. So we need to avoid these points while conversation, during the conversation. Okay, now let's see the another thing which we need to bring into our habit, bring into our personality for making our conversation very nice. Okay, what we can do this for, what can we do for this? We can make our body language perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's suppose I'm talking to you, but I'm not while during the conversation I'm not standing proper, I'm not making eye contact to you, yeah, and I'm looking at somewhere whenever you are talking. So it is a sign that I'm not interested to listen you whatever you are saying. So it can again make that person to the speaker uncomfortable there, which should not be happen. Even if you are doing unintentionally, then still that person is going to uncomfortable, okay. So what do we have to do? We need to again avoid these things, and what we can bring into our nature, into our habit, we can do that. We while during the conversation we need to make eye contact with the speaker, we need to stand proper, and if we are sitting, so we need to stick, uh, then we need to sit proper, so that the speaker can feel the comfortable and he thinks that yes, the listeners are listening to me carefully, okay. And it is important for us as well, because if we are listening to someone, so and if it is not in a proper way, we are not going to understand what is the speaker saying, okay. Last one, but not the least, which is very very important, that is smile. Whenever you are talking with someone, whenever the conversation is going on, then during the conversation while talking, you'll have to keep a small smile on your face, okay. It makes a person to the speaker, and if you're a listener, then it makes the person comfortable, and both person with comfortability, they can move their conversation, their talks forward, okay, which is going to be the good for both of them. So this was the thing which we need to avoid and which we need to bring into our habit, okay, so that we can make our conversation a good quality of conversation, okay. And these are the things which we want, okay. Otherwise, in the spoken English, let's suppose you have learned the English, but now you are communicating not in a proper way, you'll have to follow all the things, okay. So these are the rules, these are those ways through which you can enhance your spoken English, through which you can improve your spoken English, okay. And you can make a good relation with someone with whom you are talking, and you can become a good friend of each other. So it's very important for both listener and speaker, these points which I have told today. So, friends, today we learned that what are those points which we need to avoid during the conversation and which we need to bring into our nature, into our habit, so that we can make our conversation the good quality of conversation. Yes, so these were the all about of today's class. I hope you have learned a lot, and I have definitely added something valuable into you all. So now today I would like to know from you that whatever queries do you have. So, friends, today we learned that what are those points which we need to avoid and which we need to acquire, bring into our nature, into our habit, so that during the conversation, whatever we are communicating, it must be effective, and the person, speaker or listener, both should be comfortable with each other. Okay, so these were the points, like in the avoid, I told you, like sensitive points you don't have to touch, otherwise conflict can be create, okay, and which will not be a good sign of a good communication, okay. And the second was, you can make your body language good, okay. If you're sitting, if you're standing, it must be in a proper way, it should not look weird. Another, you must have a smile on your face whenever you are communicating, okay. It makes more beautiful, okay. So these all were from the today's class. Okay, I hope you have understood very much, but still if you feel any doubt, you can comment in the below. I will give my best support from my side. And if you have reached till here in the video, so please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on my channel. And till then, you can keep smile, keep watching my video. Thank you to all of you.